What's up, guys? So we have a producer here today, Ray, who has an awesome film at the LA Asian Pacific Film Festival. Can you please tell us about your film?
It's called Ulam Main Dish. It turns out it happens to be that my daughter, Alexandra Cuerdo, is the director of the film, and she's also a producer, but the two of us are producers. We have a third producer who's not with us. He's in New York, but it's a small documentary about the rise of the Filipino food movement here in the U.S., and it's the first and only feature-length documentary film about that.
Oh, very cool. You know what I think we love about it? It's cross-generational. It's a family event. It's transcontinental, New York and West Coast here in LA. Yeah. How did you get involved in producing this film?
Well, 3 years ago, this has been a 3-year journey for us. Over Thanksgiving, a good friend of mine who we invited for dinner, we were just thinking, we had that idea, because we'd been throwing around this idea about doing a Filipino food doc. And we tried to do it, we just couldn't find a way to do it. And then, so we were sitting around dinner table saying, whatever happened to that? And Ali just butts in and says, I'll do it. You guys aren't doing anything, I'll do it. And that's how it all started. So we just said, okay, here, go, do it. That started that process. Yeah.
Was this the first time you guys worked together, or you guys worked together on projects before?
No, Ali's a UCLA film grad, and so this is her first film.
Cool.
First feature film that I decided to, let's do this together. Yeah.
Well, so going along the subject matter of food, how important was it to go out there and represent not only Filipino Americans, but Filipino food?
One of the questions we wanted to ask in this documentary is, how come among all the Asian foods at that time, 3 years ago, it seems like Filipino food was always the straggler, like in terms of breaking out into the mainstream. All the other Asian foods already have a foothold, or you have Thai, Vietnamese, Chinese, Japanese restaurants all over. But 3 years ago, there's only a few, if not even, you can count in one hand, that have Filipino restaurants that were starting to break through. And that was the one question we wanted to ask, how come? And hope that answers.
No, it does. And what I think we all want to know, because I'm not Filipino myself, but having a lot of Filipino friends, food has always been such a welcoming part of that culture. And I've wondered that myself, because that culture is so inviting. And for a documentary like this, what do you hope to see it going on further? Do you want to see it in more festivals, maybe get more mainstream success?
Sure. That is the final sort of the target. The objective here is to try to get it out into a wider distribution beyond the festival circuit. But we are doing the festival circuit because that would be the way to get it noticed, promoted. Hopefully a distributor will pick it up and take it wide. That's the whole goal here.
Well, what's for you after this? What's for Ali? What are we going to do next? What other projects do we have coming up?
Well, interestingly, we've only begun this process it's been about a month now. We started in San Francisco. We opened at San Francisco International. And from there, and then to San Diego, we went to Hawaii first and then San Diego. We've been getting this groundswell of support, definitely from the community. The Filipino-American community is embracing it to the point that we're starting to see that it's breaking out. Like, we're here in LA, and San Francisco wants us to go back. There's another festival there called CamFest that wants us to screen there. So we know that definitely in California, there's an audience for this. We've sort of seen it now for just in 1 month of doing this, and we hope to replicate it in New York. We think that we could have a launch in July in New York City, and hopefully we can do the same there and just spread the word.
Well, awesome. Well, I think not only California, not only New York, the world wants us. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you, Ray.
Thank you.